The Shattered Illusion. My name is Dorothy Williams, but everyone calls me Dot. At 64, I'd build a life around devotion. 42 years married to Frank, a supportive mother-in-law to Samantha, and a steady heartbeat of our Ohio family. Until last Thursday when everything cracked open. It started innocently enough. Tuesday I was knee-deep in pot roast when our son Mark called. Samantha might be late for Sunday dinner, buried in client meetings at her real estate job. She was always so polished ambitious. The kind of woman who made my cardigans feel outdated. "You're the best mom," Mark said, echoing Sam's usual flattery. I brushed it off, but Wednesday. Frank was fidgety, glued to his phone, muttering about a complicated case with his old accounting partner. He avoided my eyes, claiming he'd be late Thursday. After 42 years, I knew the signs of secrets, but I shoved them down. Frank had never lied before Thursday. I cut my hospital volunteer shift short. My back was killing me. I slipped into the house through the garage, craving a bath upstairs. Soft laughter stopped me cold feminine. Not mine. The bedroom door ajar revealed them. Frank tangled in sheets with Samantha, but a dagger twist her eyes met mine and she smiled triumphant. Unashamed, I froze for 5 heartbeats, watching my world dissolve. Then with a soft click, I closed the door. The old would have exploded. Instead, icy resolve settled in downstairs. Over meatloaf that night, I played normal. "How was your call?" I asked sweetly. "Productive," he mumbled. "Eyes on his plate, more sessions this week." I nodded, my mind already plotting their ruin. That night as he hummed in the shower, reeking a satisfaction, I lay awake 3 steps ahead. Threads of deception. Friday dawned with purpose. I called my friend Patricia, fresh from her own divorce war. Hypothetically, I said, "If a wife caught her husband cheating." She paused, then advised, "Document everything, accounts, assets. Debts and photos evidence before motions." While Frank was at his meeting with Samantha, I raided our home office insurance policies, retirement statements, the house deed, all photographed and cloud stored. Then the gut punch. Frank had siphoned $30,000 over 6 months into a secret account. Not just betrayal theft. He was funding his affair with our money. I restored everything perfectly, then peeled potatoes as he sauntered in smug. "Good day," I chirped. "Exhausting," he lied. Saturday blurred into routine. Frank golfed, I shopped and laundered. But I detoured to the bank for a private account. And to Margaret Shunn, my old friend and top divorce attorney. Over coffee, I spilled it all. The affair, the transfers. 6 months at least, I guessed. Margaret's eyes hardened. They won't see it coming. We mapped a plan, secure assets. Build an ironclad case. Sunday dinner was theater. Frank carved the roast, Samantha gushed over my casserole. Mark chatted obliviously. "You outdid yourself." She purred, that false warmth. Twisting my knife in the kitchen later. Drying dishes, she thanked me for a client referral. Her smile, that same victorious one from Thursday. I handed her a plate, masking my rage. Family helps family Monday. I probed Mark Sam's schedule for a surprise party. He sighed, her meetings ran late. Even Sundays, twisting the knife. Frank called late again. I laughed alone in the kitchen. Their arrogance fueling me. I documented every account. Rerouted my social security. Changed passwords by Tuesday. I was armored. A call to Samantha's office confirmed it. She'd taken the week off for her sister in Michigan. Lie upon lie, but it was the key Margaret needed. Undeniable deception the family unravels. Wednesday morning I struck. Excited to surprise Sam with lunch. "She's off this week," I told Frank over coffee. His mug shattered panic. Flashed off work, he bolted. Forgetting his phone, it rang. "Samantha, Frank." "Dorothy knows. Hello, Samantha," I said silkily, having fun in Michigan. Dead air, then her stammer. "Come home now, family meeting where I call Mark about the money." She arrived shattered, Frank slunk and defeated. But then tires crunched Mark. "Sam's here, she's in Michigan." He burst in confusion, turning to horror as I laid it bare. Photos of transfers, Samantha's lies. The affair caught red-handed. Silence thundered a year. Mark choked Samantha's sob. Frustration, not remorse. Frank confessed softly we never meant. Mark's rage erupted counseling. After screwing my father, he banished her. Go to Michigan for real and Frank. Stay away alone with the wreckage. I felt clear that night. Messages flooded Samantha pleading. Frank invoking 42 years, even her co-worker begging reconsideration. I deleted them, called Margaret. They're minimizing. She warned of love bombing. Next Thursday, Frank begged at my door with coffee. I love you, I eviscerated him. You love convenience. Mark called irregularities in his accounts. $8,000 gone. Tied to their car loan, he stole from me too. Emergency summit with Margaret. Frank's fraud spanned credit cards, investments. Felony territory prison. She said how far. I echoed Sam's smile, as far as it takes. Layers of lies exposed. Detectives arrived Monday. Financial crimes unit. Frank in bathrobe blanched as they cuffed him. Forged signatures, identity theft, right to remain silent. His pleading eyes begged intervention. I gave none the old that was dead. Samantha pounded my door that afternoon, disheveled. A mistake, I let her in. Drop the bomb, Frank's arrested. She crumpled, we'd pay it back. But feigned ignorance of the full $60,000. He said you knew an understanding. Frank had painted me as complicit. Our marriage over for appearances. She bought it, Mark stormed in. She lied about our house down payment. Frank's gift was stolen. Text revealed Frank's web promises of divorce. Fresh starts using theft for their future. Mark had read it all. Phone access exposed her complicity. You helped him spy on Mom's routines. Frank's lawyer called plea for no civil suit. Quick divorce, but whispers of additional charges at his office. The flood, $200,000 stolen over 3 years' investments. Gambling cover, UPS and Mark's future retirement. Kids' college gone. Everything, Frank whispered. I stormed out, no deals. Face it all, home to Mark and Samantha's tears. Your father's got it. Us text showed her aiding access to my computer. Mark recoiled. You stole my bonus for celebrations. Bail news hit, her coworkers posted it. Frank spinning me as breakdown prone. Even from jail, he poisoned the well. Ashes to freedom. Frank taxied in with flowers. Charm cracked, Samantha's boss, Patricia, trailing. Concerned for my stress, misunderstandings. She soothed, table evidence avalanche. Mark read confession. Thefts, forgeries. Necklace dangled, fake pearls sold real for debts. Room deflated, props fled. Thief, I eviscerated Frank. He wept, what now consequences? Samantha slunk, marriage ash. Mark rebuild free. I smiled, 6 months. Lake deck sunset. Gilding waves. March letter, Seattle. Job dates, honesty. Frank 2 years minimum security. Samantha, Michigan. Mending the apartment mine. Volunteering, global truth, pinned fire. Scorched, forged steel, betrayals. Gift wings, what your fire share voices rise.